Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Empowered Wellness by Teddy D. I am Teddy D, and today is July the 6th. With today being July the 6th, that marks 60 days since I've been on my current weight loss journey. So for the last 30 days, starting on June 6th, I began to use GLP-1 medication Zepbound as a tool to assist me in this journey, and it's been going pretty good so far overall. I have had some side effects, but things haven't been too bad. So my slogan is fuel your mind, move your body, and rise with purpose. As you can possibly see, I am currently moving my body, and that's what I want to talk about today. So one of my favorite exercises is to walk, particularly walking outside. One of the things that I like about walking is it's pretty easy to do. You can pretty much do it from anywhere. And I would say a great deal of people have the ability to do it. I know some people deal with different medical issues and they really can't walk that far or do certain things. So in that case, definitely speak to your medical provider on, what the best exercise process for you would be. But like I said, I do enjoy walking. It has served me well in the past when I've been on a different weight loss journey. One of the main exercises I did to help me in those efforts was walk. So, that's what I'm doing currently. This little handy dandy contraption is a hydration pack. You can put water in it, and I typically use it on days like today when I'm walking anywhere from like 4 to 6 miles. I'm planning to walk 6 miles today. So it helps to make sure that you have, the water that you need to keep yourself hydrated along the way. On the average day, I probably walk about 2 to 3 miles, usually in the morning time, and I'll just take a bottle of water with me when I do that, just to make sure I stay hydrated. One of the things that I like about this water pack is that it has a cap for the spout. It also has an on and off function, so you can pull it up to be able to drink from it and put it down to make sure that it doesn't waste or leak out. So that's pretty cool. So when you're going, you'll just take the cap off and squeeze it and turn it, push it up to go on, and then you can be able to get the water. And once you're done, just do the opposite so you can close it back. So if you do choose to utilize walking as a part of your moving your body exercise routine, I would recommend making sure that you get some good shoes. That is very important, because if you don't, your feet will be hurting. Trust me, I know. I've definitely had to, invest into some shoes because I've had some issues with my feet. Sometimes the way I walk, I have some overpronation and different issues, so it causes pain. However, one of the things that I can recommend is going somewhere where they can actually help to custom fit you for some shoes. I know one place in my local area is called Fleet Feet, and they actually have these little tools that they can use to look at your feet and see how you walk to make some good recommendations. So if you are going to be walking, I would recommend getting some running shoes, because they typically double as good walking shoes as well. The kind that I typically use these days is Brooks Max 2. They're pretty good. There's a lot of really great walking shoes out there. I'll link the ones that I use in the description below. So another great thing about walking is the fact that it is free. You can just get up and go do it. You don't have to have a membership to go do it. You can just get up and go. Now, I understand some people walking outside isn't the best thing for them, and that's not something that you like to do. And that's cool. There's plenty of other ways that you can move your body. And another one of those ways is getting into the gym. I am fortunate enough to have access to 3 different gyms. I have one where I live, I have one at work, and I also have a gym membership. But I'm gonna be honest, I am not going to knock the door down at the gym every day. I never have been the biggest fan of the gym. Maybe hence, why I'm at where I'm at, but that's okay. That's a story for another day. But, the gym is definitely there. Luckily, I don't pay for either one of the gym, access to either of the gyms that I can use, which is great, because I feel like I probably wouldn't go. Which, I'm not going as much now, but I'm picking it up. I'm starting to go a little bit more than I used to, definitely from the standpoint of strength training. I know that's something that's very important, being on the GLP-1 medication. One thing that I've done so far is I've started using resistance bands and a Pilates bar to do different exercises at home. I like it because the kit, I can take it anywhere I go. It's very easy to assemble and use, and I will link that in the description below as well. So an additional way that you can move your body is by dancing. I think I'm going to insert some clips of me dancing. I like to dance. I'm probably not the best dancer, and that's completely cool. I get that. I understand. It's for my personal enjoyment and entertainment. It always seems like anytime I begin to dance, I'm just in my own world most of the time. My friend is there recording me, so she has all of this footage of me dancing and just, acting silly. And I'm like, when did you even take out your camera to record this? And it's the craziest thing, but I think dancing is very fun. Just turn on some music that you like and just start to move your body, get started. I think that's very important. So, we talked about walking, exercising at the gym, dancing. One thing that I can say is that since I've been on this GLP-1 medication, it has greatly reduced my inflammation. I knew that I had inflammation in my body, but I didn't realize how much I had until it began to fade away. And I began to wake up. I was like, oh, this is new. I'm not hurting like I was anymore. I'm able to go a bit further than I was before. And that I am completely grateful for. And it has been amazing because I want to be able to move. I want to be able to go. I want to be able to do the different things that I need to do. And having that reduction in inflammation is really, it makes such a difference. I do hope that these tips that I have provided that have been helpful for me, I hope they can be helpful to you as well. So go walking, dance, go to the gym, use a Pilates bar or some type of resistance bands at home to, help you with your strength training. I think the most important thing about doing some type of exercise routine is finding something that you enjoy. Find something that you enjoy and it won't even feel like exercise. Well, when that burn begins to happen, it will. But, definitely find something that you enjoy doing, that you like to do. One thing that I think is great about all of these options is that you can do low intensity as well as high intensity versions of this. So once you're able to move more and able to go a bit further, you can do that. You can go walking faster once you get to that point. You can utilize more tools at the gym when you get to that point. You can do more dances when you get to that point. So all of these things can work together to assist you on your weight loss journey, as well as just help you to move your body. I am here to share my experience, and I also want to learn from others. So if you have recommendations for me or things that would be good to try, definitely put comments under the video, because I would love to know what you're doing to move your body. I would like to say thank you to those who have already subscribed to my channel. If you do like the content that I'm posting and find it helpful for you, please feel free to subscribe, like, and share my content. It would mean a lot to me. Don't forget to fuel your minds, move your bodies, and rise with purpose.